Thank you for being here. My name is Nicole Manning. Call me Nikki. I'm a spiritual life and success coach and a chakra healer for moms. I work with crystals. I do some NLP work and hypnosis work, and we're just all about the subconscious mind. If you're here, you have either signed up for my email list for the soul relaunch, or I've invited you here and we are doing a workshop with me. Whatever it is, I am dedicated. My mission is to prepare moms for the next level in their ascension. So healing, to pretty much magnify your healing experience. And then once you heal, here's the fun part. Once you heal, and you have a good handle on your energy, you have a soul practice, you've started spending time with yourself, meditating, practicing mindfulness. Once you have healed to a place where you can start stepping into your power, you can start showing up, regardless of what people how they treat you or what they say, or regardless of how things go in your day, you're going to show up anyway from a place of power and confidence and conviction in your truth. And so the chakras are the base, the foundation of that. And so I'm going to already know about the chakras pretty well, right? Like, you're not completely oblivious to them. I'm sure you've heard the word. I'm sure if you've spoken to me for any amount of time, I have brought up the chakras. Like, that's just a given with me. And so what I'm going to do right here is just take you through them really quickly. So our chakras line up with our endocrine system, starting at our tailbone, at the base of our spine. This is the root chakra. Right down here, that red flower right there, that's the root chakra. And what that does is it connects us to earth. It connects us in with our body. It connects us with safety and security. And what blocks the root chakra is fear. And how this shows up is that you're scared to make a move because you're uncertain, right? We're scared of the unknown. You don't have any trust in anything because you haven't surrendered yet. So this is the chakra that we surrender to. We surrender to something bigger than ourselves. We surrender to our higher self, that she knows the way, right? And we trust that. And it's hard to trust at this point. This is just getting your basic needs met, right? Your basic needs, your, having a home, money, financial issues are in the root chakra, as far as just having that basic, that foundational work for a fulfilling life. And I'm backing up a little here, but I say the chakra system is literally, it's like a ladder to higher consciousness. It's a ladder to living a life of happiness and fulfillment, and living from a place of empowerment, that you are in control of how your life, you're in part of the control. You're co-creating your reality with your higher power. So that is what I love the chakra system for. It just lays it out one by one, and to take it one by one. This is what we do in my signature coaching program, which you'll hear. Okay, some good stones. I like to use crystals with mine. So some dark stones, here's like onyx. You can use onyx. We have hematite. We have the snowflake obsidian, any darker color crystal, and then also red, like red jasper, okay, all of that. It's grounding. So you can even visualize, which if you haven't watched my meditation workshop yet, then you can do that after this, but you can even visualize, this is how you can clear it, visualizing tree roots coming out of the bottom of your root chakra or from your tailbone and going down into the earth and anchoring you down into the earth and keeping you. So what happens when we ground? Why we need to ground? And think of the root chakra as your root. to life, to the ground. And it's because during the day we come up with new ideas, we have people throwing drama at us or gossiping, or we have just a lot going on. Maybe like events. When I do events, I have a lot of energy afterwards, and that it's because that energy, it doesn't have anywhere to go. If you are not connected or grounded to the earth, there's nowhere for that energy to go. And so think of like a lightning hitting a tree, and then the power, the energy going down into the roots. That's exactly what happens here. Okay. So that is the first chakra. Two, going up here to the sacral chakra, that is orange. Okay, it's an orange. It's right here below your belly button, about 2 inches below your belly button, and that manages our emotions. The blocker for this one is shame and guilt. I go over both of those when we're in the week of the sacral. We really hit strongly on your inner child work. Even we talk about our shadow self a lot in the sacral, like really getting down to the nitty-gritty of why you react the way you, or respond the way you do. Why do you get defensive? Why do you have, like, what is unhealthy in your relationships? Do you know where your emotions end and someone else's begins? And so it's really setting those boundaries emotionally. And the sacral works with others. It works with the heart chakra. I almost say, like, you can't work on one without the other. So the heart chakra, which is right here, it is the middle one. That is the connecting chakra. But that is good to, I work the sacral with the heart and the sacral with the throat. If you struggle with addiction, this is something that I'll work on with you, or you can focus on your sacral and your throat. But the sacral is orange. It houses the emotional, the feeling center, right? If you've always been told, like, not to cry, crying is for, you're weak if you cry. So you shoved all this stuff down and suppressed it. And I bet, like, I want to ask you, how's your health? Because whenever we have a blockage in any of these chakras, they manifest onto the physical level. And so I'm not going to get into how all of that works in this masterclass. This is just strictly going through the chakras. And so, and how they get blocked. So how they get blocked, I guess I should tell you this. This is an important part of it. How they get blocked is by focusing on the negative. It's also the lack of awareness is number one. That's how they're blocked. They might not even be open because lack that they're even there. You don't even know that they're there. So how can they be balanced, right? You have no idea. So lack of awareness is the first way that they get blocked and overactive. Two is by focusing on the negative and dwelling in the negative. When you flip it to the positive, that is when things can begin to flow a little easier. And also when you're constricted, think of your blood vessels. They're constricted and they're like tight. But if you relax, meditation, hypnosis, those tools that we have in the Soul Relaunch, then they relax. And your meridians, which are energy pathways, you can think of them as blood vessels for energy, they relax, and then energy can flow more freely. So that is how chakras get blocked and how you can help the process. So you can even think of the sacral, okay, being the creative. You think of the creative ideas, you write them down, you do all that, but then solar plexus, you take action, okay? It's like, the spark, it's like to the fuel, and you're going with the solar plexus. What blocks the solar plexus, which is yellow, by the way, is doubt, self-doubt. Anytime you feel like I'm just not good enough, or I'm not going to be able to do this. This is, I got way in over my head. Or when you just start to doubt yourself, that blocks that. And also experiencing rejection and criticism. Those two will block the solar plexus in a second. It'll make you start second guessing yourself. And so that's why you have me. And now you have the chakras. That is right above your belly button, 2 inches above your belly button, okay? And it's yellow. Again, it houses the confidence, your willpower, your will center. It's your powerhouse. And whenever you're feeling a lack of motivation, or anything, you can get a citrine. Citrine is my favorite crystal for this one. For the sacral, my favorite for that one is the red jasper. I use hematite on my root a lot, but the red jasper and carnelian is really good for the sacral. So sorry, I know I'm going a little out, but just know that, like, yeah, these three right here, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus, are the matter chakras. Those are the three foundational chakras that all of us, like, we could always, if you were to focus on 3 chakras all the time, it'd be those 3, okay? So the solar plexus is our willpower, it's yellow, and citrine's a crystal that can go with it. I'm not going to go any more deeper into them because this is just a foundational beginners 101 math. The heart. If you're a healer, you're a healer, you're here. The heart is something you are going to want to really focus on every day, of opening up your heart in a healthy way, right? Not to overstep, let people, walk all over us. But it is to forgive ourselves, okay, is what it starts with. Trusting ourselves, having compassion with ourselves, appreciating ourselves. And grief is what that blocks the heart chakra. Loss is what blocks the heart chakra. Past breakups that have been bad and you have resentments, you have grudges, that blocks the heart chakra. It blocks you from being open to experiencing love in any way, shape, or form, even from friends and family. Like, it blocks off many opportunities. And as a healer, if your heart is blocked or even overactive, you're going to really have a hard time connecting with your clients or connecting with people to help them heal, holding that space. Okay. And so this is green for self-compassion, self-love, and then pink for loving others, having compassion for others, trusting others. Okay. And so green, and then a good heart chakra stone that I like to use is green aventurine. And then also, so we got green aventurine, and we also have rose quartz. Okay. So moving on to the throat chakra. Okay. So moving on to the throat chakra, which is right up here, and it's blue, light blue. It's right here. This is your inner truth. This is your truth, your inner truth. What blocks this chakra is dishonesty. So whenever you've lied to yourself, lied to other people, maybe you've been living some lies and you feel so stuck, right? You have that feeling that lies are going about, and you can't speak your truth. You can't speak what you really think because you're trying to uphold lies, right? Or maybe people have told you to be quiet. And growing up, even in school, we were told whoever was the quietest was the best, right? So those are deeply ingrained in our subconscious. And so we don't, so let me go ahead and plug this in so it doesn't go out. We don't feel safe expressing our opinions. So with the throat chakra, it's light blue, and it is for self-trust and honesty, speaking our truth, and also having a healthy sense of self-expression. That's a big one, self-expression. And so for that one, some ways to clear that, to get that going, is, for one, tell the truth. 2, wear some blue, all right? And then you can use a crystal. I like to use lapis lazuli. Actually, sorry, I like to use sodalite for the throat chakra. Sodalite, and this also helps with anxiety. But sodalite I love it for the throat chakra, okay? And so again, that is blue at your throat. And all of the chakras, it means wheel, so they're all turning, okay? They're all turning when they're healthy. Sometimes they're overactive, and sometimes they're not going very far at all. They're stagnant, okay? So the throat chakra helps you speak your truth. Moving up to the third eye. To the third eye, which is that indigo blue up there, or indigo, maybe dark purple, I don't know, sometimes it's different. This is the third eye. This is the home of the energy for your mind, the home of your intuition. Anytime that you have an overactive imagination, your friend's not answering, you're at the phone, or they're not texting, so they must be kidnapped, right? That is having an overactive third eye. An underactive third eye is when you have to see something to believe it, when you lack faith in having any type of belief for something that isn't there, like you can't see, right? And so your intuition, your intuitive abilities also, you know, lie in this chakra. And when the more that you open it up, and you can do that just by doing this, making the gesture, using, I like to use amethyst for this one, and I like to use lapis lazuli. Again, it's just the, I like to use amethyst for my crown and the third eye, but it's, if you haven't noticed by now, it is the color of the chakra. As long as the crystal is that color, you got it. Okay, you got it, girl. So third eye will open up your intuitive abilities, and it will help you have more faith in yourself and trust yourself and feel connected with others. That brings us up to the crown chakra. That brings us up to the crown chakra, which is right here. It is light purple. It hovers above your head. It does not connect to the spine like the other ones do. This one opens up. So you can just, it's like this. You can even, when I visualize it like this, you know, like coming down like a funnel. And so when that is closed off, okay, you have, you feel disconnected from source. You probably can't feel oneness with anyone because you think the world is against you. You lack faith, okay? You don't believe in a higher power, or you believe you're all on your own. And then also, again, the connection with others. And so how to open that up, again, you can use amethyst. You can also, you know, meditate on that crown chakra, visualizing that purple, you know, just spinning, and then watch as the crown does open up. And then life force energy can come through and clear all these chakras for you. It's a beautiful experience, and I do it every opportunity. And so just to quickly run through them again, we have the root is the red, sacral is orange, solar plexus is yellow, heart is green and pink, and then we have the throat chakra light blue, and then third eye indigo, that up there. And you can even just think of the infinity sign as well. It's a good way to just visualizing that infinity sign. And then the crown chakra, which is light purple. You can use amethyst, clear quartz goes with that, selenite, and I have a crystal healing 101 masterclass as well. But this was just an overview of what the chakras are and where they're positioned on your body. And of course, you're going to learn so much more, but I hope that this gives you a foundation of what the chakras are, and how important each one of them are. I know for me, it took me 2 years to be able to remember everything. Maybe not quite 2 years, but I mean, this is life-changing information. This is a system. The chakra system is absolutely life-changing, and it's going to change your life. And I'm so excited you're here to do it with me, or maybe you're in other groups like this. Just be graceful with yourself, have compassion, know that learning this is a beautiful journey. It's nothing to rush. It is as things happen in your life. This is what helped me the most. As things happen in your life, connect them to which chakra that lies in. Like, okay, so I'm having a fight with my boyfriend. Where does that lie? What is it? Also with the throat, I don't think I mentioned it, but it's communication as well. And right now I'm just quickly making this so I can at least have something to send people to when they're asking. But I just, relate them back to your life. And then the more that you do that, the quicker you're going to be like, okay, I know this lies in my solar plexus. I can't, I'm starting to lack faith in my business. I need to, go on my here in my, third eye and my crown, like again, going through them every day. And some ways to go through them is meditating, relaxing, and then just going up through the chakras one by one, visualizing the colors, and then running that energy through after you opened it all up, and then sealing them. Of course, we'll be doing that, and you'll be like, okay. And then what you'll do is you'll start to heal as you think of situations that are keeping you stuck in fear, things that are keeping you stuck in shame and guilt, things that are keeping you in doubt, things that are keeping you in grief. You can't, if something you haven't been able to get over, a loss of something, this is going to help you face that and to bring these emotions back up so you're healthier, you have more energy, your relationships are better. I mean, it just keeps going and going. And I cannot wait to see what this does for you. So that is my number one tip on how to really get down to business with the chakras. But I will see you over in my private group, the Soul Relaunch Society. Also, I have the Queen online retreat, which is taking back your power. Queen is what it means. It's my 5-step process for taking your power back for moms. So basically, getting down to business about your beliefs, unlearning programs, using some NLP, creating a soul practice. 4 is to elevate your words. And then 5 is to step into this new identity. And we're gonna go over that in 5 days. So October 25th, I think, to the 28th, or sorry, I'll have to make sure, double check that. But anyway, I'll see you over in the group. And if you have any questions, please email me or send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram. At Soul Relaunch is my Instagram handle. Yeah, so I hope to see you. Love you. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.